Today, we're peeling back the layers of one of the deepest mysteries in philosophy, the mind. Not just brains and neurons, but consciousness, thoughts, selfhood. What is this thing we carry around in our skulls, and are we even in charge of it? Today, we're going deeper with hidden truths about the philosophy of mind that will make you question. Let's get strange. You are not your brain. Let's start with a shocker. You are not your brain. At least, not just your brain. This is the idea behind the extended mind theory. Philosophers like Andy Clark suggest that when you use your phone to remember something, or Google to solve a problem, your mind extends into the world. So, if you left your phone at home, did you leave part of your mind behind too? Think about that. Consciousness might be everywhere. Here's a wild one, Panpsychism. This theory says that consciousness might be a fundamental feature of the universe, like gravity or time. Some thinkers, Galileo, Spinoza, and more recently, David Chalmers, argue that even atoms might have some tiny flicker of awareness. It sounds sci-fi, but it's actually one way to solve the hard problem of consciousness, why brain stuff gives rise to mind stuff. Creepy? Beautiful? Maybe both. Thought experiments that break reality. Secret 3 is the mind's favorite weapon. The thought experiment. Ever heard of the Chinese room? Imagine a person who doesn't speak Chinese, but follows a rulebook to manipulate Chinese symbols so perfectly that outsiders think they're fluent. Do they understand Chinese? Or are they just faking it? This is how John Searle challenged the idea that machines can think. If AI acts like a mind, does it have one? The self might be an illusion. Who are you, really? According to some philosophers and Buddhist traditions, you're not a single, stable self. You're more like a stream of experiences, memories, and thoughts. Thinkers like Derek Parfit say personal identity is not what matters is psychological continuity. If that breaks, are you still you? Your mind is never just in the present. And finally, here's one that messes with time itself. Mental time travel. Your mind constantly revisits the past and imagines the future. That's not just nostalgia or daydreaming, it's how you construct your sense of self. Some researchers believe this ability is core to consciousness. Without memory or imagination, who would you be? Free will might be an illusion. You feel like you're in control of your choices, right? But philosophers and neuroscientists aren't so sure. Experiments by Benjamin Libet showed that your brain might decide before you do. That's led some to argue free will is a story we tell ourselves after the fact. So, are we authors? Or just actors reading from a script written in neurons? Qualia, the ghosts in your experience. There's a name for the what it feels like of being you, Qualia. The redness of red. The bitterness of coffee. The ache of heartbreak. Philosophers ask, why do these raw experiences exist? Computers process data. Brains do too. But why does feeling come into the picture? It's one of the deepest mysteries, maybe the deepest. You can be conscious without being aware. Here's a weird one, blind sight. Some people with damage to their visual cortex can't see, but can still guess the location of objects accurately. They're conscious, but not aware. So what does that say about how consciousness actually works? Maybe awareness isn't all or nothing. Maybe it's layered. Your mind is a hall of mirrors. Think about this. You don't just think. You also think about thinking. That's called metacognition, and it might be what separates us from animals or AI. It's like your mind is watching itself in a mirror. And that mirror, sometimes it lies. That's why philosophy of mind also dives into illusions, bias, and the fragility of introspection. The universe might be a mind. This one's for the cosmic thinkers, idealist philosophers like Berkeley, and modern ones like Bernardo Kastrup argue that everything is made of mind stuff. Not atoms, not matter. Mind. What if consciousness isn't something that emerges from the universe, but the thing the universe is made of? Philosophy of mind doesn't give easy answers, it opens doors. Some lead to awe. Others? Existential dread. But all of them ask the same thing: what are you? If your mind's spinning, good. That's the point. Hit that like button if you felt it. Subscribe for more strange truths and drop a comment. Are you your brain? Or something else entirely? Catch you in the next one. Stay curious. Stay mysterious.